maybe just say their second attempt. They wouldn't let us in first time.
Hey guys, this is Nick's Live. We're just here. Brittany's just trying to get contact with the RCMP right now. It's their second attempt to try to go into the station itself and be able to submit their fingerprints. That they were asked to come here at 9:30. It's about 10:30 now. They contacted them about, I don't know, maybe half hour ago. And
medical condition that prevents them from wearing a mask is exempt from the mask mandate. So it's right in the bylaws, right in the mandatory order. We're not required to provide proof. I've spoken to a constitutional lawyer. Oh, he just is saying if you guys, I guess you're refusing to come in. And I said, no, we're not refusing. He's refusing to let us in, basically. And I said I'd call my lawyer. And I have no idea. Okay, thanks.
Reception's being nice.
So that phone's probably not even just going right to the front desk. It's probably going to like their main line.
Probably, yeah.
Basically, they're not letting us in to get our fingerprints. We're supposed to get fingerprints today. Any person with a medical condition that prevents them from wearing a mask, right in their mandatory order. They're not following their mandatory order. I have a legal medical exemption. It's 100% legit. And you're not even legally allowed to show it. And they're not letting me in to get my fingerprints. And they're saying we're refusing. We're not refusing. They're not letting us in. I cannot wear a mask because it causes me psychological trauma, and I want this on record, because I will absolutely not dehumanize myself and erase my face. It's not going to happen.
No. And Brittany has been trying this again. This is her second attempt. The officer did come out the first time, but he insinuated that Nick and Brittany did not want to come in. They refused to come in
Unless they wore a mask.
unless they wore a mask.
They're breaking their own mandatory order. They're breaking every oath. This is crimes against humanity. It's absolutely disgusting.
And
I have inalienable rights, and I'm not going to stand for this. I'm not going to cover my face like a dog.
no. Not only that, Nick and Brittany are, fighting up against a mask exemption. So going in would basically be consenting to this kind of behavior, which they're up against. They're fighting against.
Why we're in trouble in the first place? Because at the grocery store they refused to. The cop we spoke to refused to accept our exemption, and so that turned into us being criminally charged. And so here we are trying to buy groceries, and we got charged criminally.
Yeah.
And now Superstore has come online. There's a letter,
Yeah.
did you see it?
Yep.
Saying that medical exemptions are allowed at the Superstore.
Yet
So that
we
should
have an
be
unlawful.
right away.
Yes.
That should be thrown out. Does your lawyer know that? Did you give your lawyer that copy? I can send it to you.
Okay, yeah.
It's actually an email I have from Superstore head office.
Well,
Yeah.
they did that though because they don't want to be liable for things that happen just like this.
That
That should tell. Yes,
that
exactly.
should make that right away not even
Yeah.
No,
applicable.
Okay, but
I know, absolutely.
You guys can't have different regulations than what the bylaw says.
Who ask them who they're working for?
Yeah, like
Who are they working for?
Okay, so you guys have different rules than what the law says?
It was by the Supreme Court. Like, who are they working for?
Every public indoor space, everyone must wear a mask.
Okay, but you guys are a police station, so shouldn't you be going along with whatever the bylaw says?
To any
Since it's
person
the law?
with a medical condition. Like that just cancels that. Tell them to read that section.
yeah.
Okay, so can you note on the file that we tried to come in and you refused to let us come in, please?
Because that is the reality of what happened.
No, that's not what happened. We tried to come in and he won't allow us to come in unless
Here.
we don't refuse to wear a mask. We can't wear masks. We're medically exempt.
Nice talk to him. We're human beings. We're not viruses. Well, they're treating us like viruses. We're human beings.
Okay, so that's not what happened. We tried to come in to get our fingerprints done.
We have it on video.
Yeah, we have it on video. I just don't understand why you guys. Okay, you're a police station, so shouldn't you be abiding by what the law says?
Does the Supreme Court do their rulings? Who are they working for?
Well, can I please speak to a supervisor then? I want to speak to whoever's telling you this, please.
Did you pass the buck and pass the buck?
No, let's get to the main pucker right now.
Yeah.
So they're saying that their policy is that you have to wear a mask. I'm like, well, shouldn't you guys be going along with what the law says since you're a police station?
Give her the
Their
section
job is
in that
their job is to
emergency
uphold
medical
the law, and that supersedes any bylaws.
No. They're saying that they have their own policy, so this is irrelevant.
Oh.
Well,
Policies are for corporations. They have nothing to do with the law. They need to abide by the law because they're law.
This is their own law.
Yeah, I
they're
know.
they're
For the whole
discriminating
program.
against, they're discriminating against people with valid medical exemptions. That's like saying, oh, you can't go in there because you're black.
But not
There's
just
no
that.
different.
But that's just not just that. It's on the order itself.
Right here it says,
There it is,
in
right
every
there.
public indoor space, everyone must
And this
wear
has
a
nothing
mask.
to do with like anybody.
if
Anybody,
you have
any
a
human
medical
being
condition
should
that
be able
prevents
to,
you from
to go
wearing
into
a
a police
mask.
station and require services.
Here's my doctors. Here, there it is. The doctor's note. I'm exempt. Here it is, right here.
It's not going to happen. That's included right in the mandatory order that anyone with a medical condition, including mental health conditions, is exempt from the order. So it's
Able
right
to
there. It's
enter a
right in the
building.
mandatory order. It's written there. It's the law. So I don't understand what the issue is. Why can't we just come in and get our prints done? We don't even want to be here in the first place because we didn't do anything wrong.
You can tell them an affidavit will be written and it will be submitted to court of what happened today. Tell them that.
It's in there, so they know you're at the police station.
This is also the Personal Information Protection Electronic Documents Act. This is proof you don't have to provide doctors exemptions too.
And just to let you guys know, we're at the police station right now, at the RCMP station in Moncton.
Main Street?
On Main Street, Moncton.
And then it says, and then, okay, hold on. Okay, no, at the end of the paragraph, it says, if you have a medical condition that prevents you from wearing a mask, this paragraph does not apply to you in the exact same paragraph that you're talking about.
Yeah. At the very bottom.
It's right there, clear as day.
Do they need a lawyer? Sorry.
Yeah, but we're from Ontario. We're not from here.
Police officers aren't allowed asking for private
Okay.
medical information.
Well, you can call them and confirm that. Okay, we just asked how do you confirm. You can call them and confirm that I did get an exemption from them. Okay, well. Okay, well, just so you know, we've talking to Canada's top constitutional lawyer, and we are not required to provide proof because it contains personal medical information. Oh, but it's written right in our notes, so we're not technically required to even show proof. It doesn't say in the mandatory order we need to show proof. And Jennifer Russell, the chief medical officer of the province, said that she doesn't want people to go to the doctor. She wants people to just take it on good faith when someone says they're exempt. I can show you the video if you want. If you want to just listen to the chief medical officer of the province.
If their word means nothing, their laws mean nothing. Like, these are written words that they're passing on as bylaws. If they're not following them, then why are they asking the people to follow them? I'd say, but the more good people go into this broken system, the more we're going to realize that we need to change
You guys can have
it.
your own policy, like you don't have to abide by what the bylaw says. But aren't you?
Don't they work for us, the government?
Well, they're supposed to at least
However,
abide by the
you
rule
guys-
of law,
yeah, but
which is
you guys.
directly in their
You guys are
paperwork and on
you
their
guys are a police
website.
station. Do you not have to uphold what the law says?
In
Why do the other
province they're
police
in.
stations? Why do the local
Do you know
police?
that we've been to courthouses, we've been to other police stations,
And
they
they're
all
fine?
and they all honor our exemptions. They don't give us a problem.
Yeah, the RCMP
Like
does.
literally, we go everywhere and nobody gives us a problem. Like
This
Yeah.
causes a
grocery shopping,
liability
we go to the courthouse,
situation.
We go to a police station and nobody gives us a problem.
Since
You guys
I've
are
been
like, hold on,
released, I
hold
haven't
on.
been. Tell
You
them.
guys are the only people. You're the only. Pardon? So why are courthouses and other police stations allowing us to come in and honor our exemptions and you're not? Other police stations would have the same. You guys have to abide by what the law says. Okay, so if you have an exemption, that means you can't wear a mask. So
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're trying to say here.
Tell we cannot wear them. They cause a psychological problem.
Well, that's fine for them, but I'm not comfortable with putting myself in immense psychological harm to abide by whatever you.
She's trying to give out her property
They're
right
pushing
now.
their
She's trying
this is what
to.
they're doing. They're pushing their religious beliefs on us.
They're just trying to submit fingerprints,
but
right?
The thing is, I don't trust what you guys are going to write down and tell the judge. So that's the issue. I don't trust you guys because you lie all the time, and
Because they're not even letting
Okay,
you
well,
in the
I would
station
like to
now.
come- well, I've actually taken a lot of verbal abuse. Okay, well, we're gonna wait here until you let us in.
Verbal. Wait, she thought that you saying that they have to abide by the law is verbal abuse? Are they
Oh,
confused?
he's saying I'm verbally abusing him.
You're
No,
really
yeah.
abusing him. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's on video. Like he can argue that with the people of Moncton then.
Yeah.
So he's saying I'm gonna note down that blah blah blah, and then the judge can decide. I'm like, well, I don't trust what you're gonna write
Yeah,
down for the judge
exactly.
to decide,
I
though.
know.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just saw
we did
your
some
comment,
pages. We got it
Amber.
on
They
the
need to
Yeah.
give prints.
And I got the
We got
because
everything
showing you
the
guys
last
trying
time
to
that
go
Brittany and Nick were arrested, the police asked them to give prints. They actually forced them under duress to sign a contract that they would come and give them fingerprints. And yeah, I don't know if you guys want to tell a little bit of that story of why you guys actually gave the fingerprints, but people want to know.
Why we have to? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, Nick and I went grocery shopping like we always do. Atlantic Superstore, they usually accept mask exemptions. This particular one, the manager was just a total asshole, and one of their employees chased after us and started shouting at us that we needed to wear masks. And so our friend Dave, unfortunately, said, "Can you please leave us the fuck alone?" And Nick and I said we were exempt. And then I guess the manager.
radio coming?
And then I guess the manager.
Go tell them.
I guess the manager,
No,
instead of just coming to talk to us like a normal human being, he immediately called the cops. And then the cops came in and they immediately came up to us all domineering, like, "Oh, you guys, you need to wear masks, blah, blah, blah," like treating us like we were the bad guys, the criminals. And we said we were exempt, and he just wasn't accepting it. And he was saying, "Well, I'll see if your exemption is valid," but we're not even required to provide proof. So I went like above and beyond to actually show him the proof of the exemption. And yeah, he just wasn't having it. And then Nick and Dave were just getting really frustrated because he was questioning our exemption, which is not his business anyways. He's just supposed to accept it when we say we're exempt. He's just supposed to be like, "Okay, that's it," like everybody else does. I don't know why the Moncton police don't accept it. Like literally everybody else does. But anyways, we ended up getting thrown to the ground, like really violently, for literally trying to buy groceries because the cop didn't want to listen and just honor our exemptions and just leave it at that. So then we had to come to the station. We got put in jail for 12 hours. And then in order to leave, we had to sign a contract saying that we would come back for fingerprints. But obviously we didn't want to sign it, but he said we had to, or we would have to stay there longer. So we obviously didn't want to stay longer, so we signed it under duress. We tried to come get our fingerprints today. They still won't honor our exemptions. They won't let us in without masks, even though even though we've told them a million times that we are exempt. We can't wear masks for psychological reasons.
They have to be level-headed to be able to do these things.
Yeah.
100%.
Since I've been released, there's only been one store. I've been everywhere, like courthouses. It doesn't matter. I can go anywhere. Walmart. Everyone honors my exemption, except for the RCMP. They think they're above the law. They're actually breaking their own mandatory order. It's actually illegal what they're doing right now. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
Like,
and they're asking them to go when the police station is also closed on a Saturday.
Yep.
It doesn't look good, guys. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't look good for anybody coming here for any kind of crime. If they need to submit information and they come here and there's no one here, it gives an eerie feeling. You don't feel safe. You don't feel like you can trust them. How is that supposed to, be a base of our community? I have no idea.
The thing is, so I just spent like half an hour trying to talk to them into letting us get in to do our fingerprints, and he said, well, I'll just tell the judge that basically you refused to come in and you wouldn't wear the mask, blah blah blah. And I said, no, tell them that we came here and we're ready to come in and you're refusing to accept our exemption. And he didn't want to hear it, and I told him, I don't trust you to write down the proper notes and let the judge decide, because you're going to write down, I don't know what you're going to write down. They can write down anything they want to write down. And then the judge could just be like, oh, well, the police wouldn't lie.
Yeah.
Except they lie all the time.
And here, I have some of the best randomized controlled trial studies, and masks do not work. That's why you're allowed medical exemptions, because they're actually harmful to your health.
See, they're going above and beyond to get the necessary information in order to prove.
There's no scientific evidence that masks work. None whatsoever. 100% positive. That's why I'm doing this, because I know I could take this to court and win. Like, I'm pleading not guilty. I want to take this to trial and prove that masks do not work, because they don't. I'm 100% positive.
Yes,
They're
and they do have their
counterproductive
exemption no matter what. They have their exemption.
And either way, like, exemptions are right in the mandate. They're right in the mandate. Like, in their mandatory order, it literally says clear as day that this does not apply to you if you have a condition that prevents you from wearing a mask. It's written right in the order, and it doesn't say you need proof. It doesn't say you need to have a doctor from New Brunswick and they can't be from Ontario. Like, this is bullshit. That's their whole thing. They're like, oh, well, your doctor's in Ontario.
They're going in on technicalities, and they're trying to...
We're not from New Brunswick. We're from Ontario, so that's why we have notes from Ontario.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend I'm sick when I'm not. Like, it's actually really stupid. I'm not going to do it.
No.
And why would we cover our faces? That's the most dehumanizing thing I could possibly think of. There's nothing more dehumanizing than erasing your facial expressions. Like, it's absolutely disgusting.
No, we're not
I'll never
strawmen.
stop
We're
fighting
human
for
beings.
this.
Yes.
Ever.
Did they say they weren't going to come out?
He hung up on me.
Yeah,
He hung up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
At this point,
so basically, the guy hung up on me. We've been sitting here for like an hour trying to get our fingerprints done. They won't let us in the building without masks. I said I'll stay here until you let me in, and the guy just hung up on me, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but we came here, we did our due diligence.
and they're showing up for it. And I want to let you guys know that you can email Brittany and Nick if you want to send in testimonies and, send in any kind of written work to be able to encourage them, or just, tell the RCMPs or tell the city that this is wrong. There are multiple ways that you can help. You don't need to be here, but there are multiple ways that you can help them indirectly too.
Yeah, they're not going to win this. We're not backing down ever.
All right, thanks guys.